MLB trade grade. Guardians land Patrick Bailey from Giants. Open extended reactions. May is rarely a time for big trades in MLB, but the Cleveland Guardians and San Francisco Giants made an intriguing deal on Saturday, with Gold Glove catcher Patrick Bailey headed to Cleveland for a pitching prospect and a 2026 draft pick. How did each side fare in the deal? Let's dig in. The deal. Guardians acquire Patrick Bailey from the Giants for LHP Matt Wilkinson and Cleveland's 2026 competitive balance round pick. Guardians grade. The Guardians weren't viewed as strong contenders before the season, at least according to projection systems and betting markets. But as usual, Cleveland has played better than expected. In the tepid AL Central landscape, that's enough to have the Guardians in first place, and with the entire AL so tightly bunched, marginal upgrades will mean a lot. And the earlier the better. The acquisition of pitch-framing megastar Patrick Bailey. Try going back in time and explaining that description to Mickey Cochrane is a strong vote in favor of the ongoing preeminence of strike zone savvy backstops 6 weeks into the onset of the ABS era. Bailey, who can't hit a lick, was one of a few catchers around the majors who likely watched the debate take place over what form the ABS system would take: challenge system, which won out, or full-blown robot umpiring, with trepidation. A different outcome would have rendered players such as Bailey all but obsolete. Now, here he is, moving to a contending team looking to bolster its bottom-line performance. Bailey has posted a .396 OPS, putrid even in comparison to his established performance record, but his defensive numbers remain strong, though he isn't lapping the field as he usually does. Since 2023, when Bailey entered the majors, his FRV StatCast's fielding runs value is 32 runs better than any other fielder in baseball, regardless of position. So far, though, Bailey has been just so-so in his ABS challenges, with a -0.8 run value per baseball savant that ranks 63rd among 77 catchers. Take that with a grain of salt, as we're still in small sample territory and we don't yet know what those numbers mean or how sticky they are. But it's worth monitoring. Breaking news from Jeff Passan. Download the ESPN app and enable Jeff Passan's news alerts to receive push notifications for the latest updates first. Opt in by tapping the alerts bell in the top right corner. For more information, click here. Cleveland's catchers have been replacement level thus far, according to BWAR, a result of an unusually solid start at the plate by Austin Hedges combined with Bo Naylor's 23 OPS+. In adding Bailey to pair with Hodges, Naylor has been optioned to AAA. Cleveland assures itself of top-shelf defense behind the plate every day, though Naylor wasn't bad by the metrics and rock-bottom offensive performance. The bottom line result is met. What else you got? One answer to that might soon be no. 9 prospect Cooper Ingley, who profiles as an offense-oriented catcher to complement a backstop of the Bailey/Hedges ilk. Giants grade B+. Significant in-season trades tend to happen closer to the deadline, and it's generally pretty easy to read the direction a front office is taking from the structure of a deal. This looks like such a trade veteran for a prospect, but this deal doesn't mean the Giants are waving any kind of white flag. San Francisco is off to a lackluster start, and its playoff odds have already dwindled. Still, it's too early to pull the plug on a roster when some of the leading stars, Rafael Devers and Willie Adams especially, have yet to find their level. This trade is about Buster Posey trying to upgrade his roster by giving his 2 best catching prospects a runway at the big league level. This deal reads to me like Posey, who knows a few things about creating value as a catcher, deciding he simply could no longer endure Bailey's lack of offensive production. The return is not nothing. Wilkinson, 23, isn't a ranked prospect, but the burly lefty did well for Canada in the World Baseball Classic and has strong early numbers in his first taste of double a ball. Still, this feels more like a change of direction by a team that needs offense and needs it in the worst way. Introducing the MLB panic meter. The Red Sox, Mets and Phillies aren't the only clubs off to disappointing starts. Which struggling teams have the most to worry about? Panic meter scores. Upgrading from Bailey's offense shouldn't be hard, and the Giants could get a huge boost from the rookie catching combo of Jesus Rodriguez and Daniel Susac. Rodriguez is off to a big start in his first shot at the majors, while Susac was doing the same before getting hurt. He's been mashing on a rehab assignment, and this trade strongly suggests he's close to returning. For now, San Francisco recalled Logan Porter to pair with Rodriguez and veteran journeyman Eric Harse, who was already on the roster. Thus, the Susac/Rodriguez era of Giants catching begins. The offense looks exciting, if only in relation to Bailey's defense-only profile. The question: how much defense will they lose in the transition, and what does that do to the pitching staff? Still, something had to change, and this was a good place to roll the dice in favor of upside. Getting Wilkinson and an additional draft pick is a nice bonus.